8 o'clock, and we hiked last night until about 11:15, and then set up our hammocks at Kale Gap and made it 8.3 miles from Max Patch here to Kale Gap. And we hiked through my heart attack section in the thunderstorms and in heavy rain, up Walnut Mountain, and we are basically camped down at the bottom side, the backside gap of Walnut Mountain. Again, I said Kale Gap. And we got Shelton over there. Hey, Shelton, how you doing, buddy? You can't see him. He's right there in his hammock, and I think we did a pretty good job setting up at the nighttime, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
We got it set up. Found us some spots, and as soon as we got set up, it quit raining. So we're soaked. Our shoes are soaked. Raincoats are soaked. Pants are soaked. Socks are soaked. We're just soaked, and just taking our sweet time getting up, and we'll start probably packing up in here in a little bit. Morning, and we will talk to y'all in a bit. Shelton, NOJO, and I are leaving this camp at Kale Gap, and we just wanted to thank the camp for being good to us and giving us a good night's rest. And in spite of the fact that we got here during a thunderstorm and got set up, and it was just wonderful. And we thank you.
Yeah. Let's go hike.
Let's go hike. That's NOJO's pack. He must be getting water somewhere. Hey, we are atop Bluff Mountain, and I am with Shelton Drafts, also known as NOJO, and met him at the Mountain Harbor hostel or mountain harbor bed and breakfast at Roan Mountain when I hiked out to Lake Watauga with the bears, Mama Bear and Bear, and we decided to do this hike. And Shelton's been hiking for a while. I want him to tell his story to you guys.
Well, yeah, I got into backpacking, I guess, about 20 years ago. I was a victim of the '08, as a lot of people were. So I kind of turned to backpacking to try to get through that and never looked back. It's been I guess, more than a hobby. I probably, on average, I do around 1,200 miles a year, sometimes 1,500. So I guess that's a little obsessive maybe, or certainly above average, but I don't know. This is how I de-stress out here. I love it. I led hikes for 15 years through 2 different groups, and January of 21, I just said, I've done that enough, so I'm going to go hike solo. So I started Solo I Go Adventures. Trail name got changed to NOJO because it kind of goes with Solo I Go Adventures, and which I didn't give myself the name. I was given that by a group of kids in the Smokies, and that's another story. But anyway, here I am. I've been hiking solo for the last 4 years, coming up on 5 years. Logged quite a few miles up here. I did all the trails in the Smokies, and now I'm doing a little section with Sugar Bear, and that's about it. Man, I'm just a backpacker. That's all I do. I don't have a whole lot of other hobbies right now.
Well, NOJO lives up the road from me, a couple hours. He lives in Greenville, South Carolina. I live in Roswell, Georgia. And he is planning to do the PTC, that's the Pacific Crest Trail over out west, next year. So that's going to be pretty amazing. And he's going to document it. And yeah, we're all going to be looking forward to that, I know. But also in another 2 weeks, NOJO is going to be going on a hike next weekend, but in the week after, he and I are going to go back up to Boots Off Hostel and aqua blaze across Lake Watauga, and then hike 20 miles from Cross Mountain into Damascus, Virginia for trail days. Yeah, and that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're just taking this little break before we head on downhill to Hot Springs, and apparently there's a what is the name of the event going there?
Trail Fest. They had it used to have it every year, and it kind of slacked off. They always had it in April, and so I guess now they're having it the first weekend of May. But it's Trail Fest. It's an old tradition. It's been going on for quite a few years. It's certainly doesn't get the notoriety that Trail Days gets, but it's a pretty good deal. They'll have some vendors there and some tents set up, and quite a few through hikers in town now. This bubble kind of spreads out. It has since COVID. It just really, you don't really have a identified bubble anymore. They're just a lot of little smaller bubbles out here through hiking the trail now. So there'll be a lot of hikers in town, and yeah, maybe we'll catch the tail end.
We hope to. It's only a one-day event, so it's almost noon. So we've got little under 10 miles to go, so even though it's downhill, there's still going to be a push, and hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit of it before it shuts down. Well, thank you, NOJO. Appreciate the time, and we're about to head on down.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Trillium. Wow. It's incredible. the switchback. We've made it to Kale Gap. Of course, there's no signs to tell you that.
Road's going over here.
Yeah.
All right.
This is Kale Gap.
Yeah, no, I just saw it. We were confused.
We were very confused, but we're 6.6 miles to Hot Springs. What they call the Green Tunnel. think just up over this bend, and it's downhill all the way to Hot Springs.
Bad on tired legs going up to,
Yeah, it's tough on the legs going down too. Close into town because we're here in the road traffic. Hot Springs through the trees. Yes, sir. My legs are burning. Yep. We're coming to the end of this section, and old Blue is down there waiting for us, and she, God bless her, has a couple of cold ones waiting for us. Yep. I don't see Blue yet, but she's over there. Oh, I do see her. Okay, back to the Hot Springs trailhead. There's old Blue. Old Fogies here finished our hike, and we're drinking Long Trail beer, Long Necker, Been saving this since I left Vermont 2 years ago. So it's a good beer, and it's a better cold.
Yeah. Nice to have a cold beverage when you get off the trail.
It was very nice of Old Blue to do that for us. So we're here back at Max Patch where we started yesterday. We're going to do a little recap if we can remember what we did. So we met at the Smoky Mountain Diner yesterday afternoon at Hot Springs, had a good dinner, and then came up here, and it was about as chilly as it is right now. And we went up the Blue Blaze Trail up to the top of Max Patch, and we were going to do a sunset viewing before we took off. And we saw that the rain clouds were just not going to have a good sunset. So we took off and kept hiking. And hey guys.
How are you?
It got dark and we put our headlights on, and we ended up hiking through a thunderstorm once we got to Lemon Gap. And we hiked up Lemon Gap to the top of Walnut Mountain. Just shy of that is where I had my heart attack last Memorial Day, and hiked past that in the thunderstorm, in lightning and thunderstorm, in heavy rain. And then we went to the top of Walnut Mountain and went down to the bottom, and ended up making camp at Kale Gap, which was 8.3 miles. And we got there at about 11:30, set up our hammocks, and were tucked in by midnight. And got up this morning and left there and pick up from there, if you can remember what we did.
Well, we just hiked.
We hiked and up.
Hiked up over Bluff Mountain. And,
yeah, that was a good, like a 400-foot elevation, wasn't it? Something like that.
About 800 foot up.
800 foot
yeah,
elevation.
Bluff Mountain, and then out of Flow Gap, we had like a 400-foot climb. I don't know, the steep descent down in the hot springs.
Oh my gosh, that was the longest
Man,
1.6 miles I've ever done. So steep.
Oh, yeah.
And we were hoping to get to they had a trail festival there, and when we got there, it was a one-day festival and it had already ended. So we went to the Brick House barbecue place and had a good Brick House pizza place,
Right.
and had a good pizza and a couple of beers, and are back here. So
freezing.
yeah. Oh, and the other thing is, as we were driving here, we were talking. I went to Raven Gap Nakuchi School. I went there for 3 years, graduated in '74, and
I went there for a half a semester my junior year. So
small world. Yeah. And then in 2 weeks, we are going to be meeting at Boots Off Hostel, an aqua blaze across Lake Watauga, and then they're going to drop us off at the what's the name of that? Cross Mountain trailhead.
Yeah.
They're going to drop us off there, and then we're going to hike 20 miles in to Damascus, Virginia for trail days. So we're gonna have that in 2 weeks. So anyhow, it's been good.
Good deal, man.
Been a great hike, man. Thank you.
Good hike.
Happy trails. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you.
Bye.